All right, we're talking about Bears and Packers. Tomorrow night, we will know who will win, who will lose, what is the score, what are the stats. Did Trubisky do better than Rodgers? How did the Bears defense deal with Rodgers this time around? Last time they played against Rodgers at home, they won. The first game of the season last year, the Bears lost. I believe the score was 24-23. Rodgers came back like a horror movie for Bears fans, kind of like The Walking Dead. He was supposed to be injured, probably out for the season. Somehow he came out and handed us a loss. And I think the Bears learned a lot, especially how to beat them in the next game at home. We won the NFC North against the Packers. Probably the most important game of last year was to clinch the NFC North and get a playoff berth. We were able to do it. My hand's a little bit crooked, but we were able to do it right last year. So what's the difference between Fangio and Pagano? Pagano is more of a, how do I want to call it, a threat towards the quarterback, meaning he will blitz Rodgers. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? It's a good thing if you have a team like the Bears and the depth chart that the Bears have to go against Rodgers. What the Bears have an advantage of is they know how to play them, at least Rodgers and the Packers. They've done it 2 games with Mack. Third time's a charm, right? So here, what's the difference? The difference is we have Pagano. The other difference is Rodgers has new receivers, a new coach, head coach, offensive coordinator, etc. Plus, all the pressure is going to be on the Bears on national television to deliver a win. Whether it's be Trubisky running and not making mistakes throwing touchdowns, and as well as having a good complete percentage with his completions. Sorry, it was a tongue twister. How is Eddie Piniero going to be? Is he going to be a good kicker or is he going to be a bad kicker? We're going to find out very soon. There are going to be times that the Bears need to rely on offense, not on Trubisky, but third and short, we don't get it. You send out the kicker or you go for fourth down. We will find out tomorrow, right? So, the interesting part, I have a brother-in-law who lives in Chicago. I believe he's going to be in Grant Park tomorrow. He's going to be taking pictures and videos for my behalf and for this channel's behalf. Starting at 12:30, he should be there for the Madden NFL 100 kickoff special, and it's going to be quite interesting. So let's see how the Bears do. Maybe I should wear green and yellow. Tends to be every time the Bears win in a very important game, I don't wear Bears jerseys or shirts, hats, orange or blue, period. Now, I'm not saying I believe in curses or anything, but when the Cardinals game and the Bears, when they played each other back in '06, and Grossman threw all those stupid interceptions, not touchdowns, and fumbles, and it was the Bears defense, and Devin Hester went and scored the game. My late dad had me take off the jersey and not wear it, and it worked. The Bears won. I'm not saying I believe in that, but whatever helps to make me feel better and the Bears win a game, I'm willing to do it. Am I going to wear green and yellow and wear a Packers jersey or Rodgers jersey or Packers hat? Heck no. But we'll see. Look, it's a national television. It's a big step to take for the Bears, even of the first game of the season, of the 100th anniversary of the NFL and the Bears. Not playing the Patriots the first game, they are the Super Bowl champions. To have so much focus with the Bears and Packers rivalry, to be in Soldier Field, not in Lambeau Field, that means a lot to the city of Chicago, to Bears fans, to Virginia McCaskey, to her son and her family, and all of the Bears fans throughout the world, right? So how do I take it as a Bears fan? What's my prediction of the score? I'm not going to do a season prediction, at least not in this video. I might do it in week 3 or week 4, see how they go. Hold on, I got this notification, won't go away. Don't you love that? Okay, notification gone. And there goes my my tripod falling. Everything's cool. It happens. Okay, so I'm going to keep that, which is pretty funny, right? And yeah, there's a sock there. Let me move this sock. I was really tired today. I was went to go and help my grandmother shop and everything, and just threw everything and went and rested and watched TV and ate. So that's what it was. Back to reality in Bears land. Do I see the Bears winning? What is the score? What's Trubisky? I say Trubisky throws. Okay, let's be conservative. He'll throw 2 touchdowns. And Montgomery or Shaheen will get a touchdown because they're going to use Cohen as a decoy. Will Trubisky rush for a touchdown? I doubt it. They don't want him hurt, right? Nobody wants to see Trubisky hurt in the first game. So I say Trubisky throws, let's see, 25 for 40 for 250 yards. Let's give him 2 touchdowns, no INTs, no fumbles. Montgomery will have like 60 yards. Cohen will have like 50 yards. All-purpose yards, over 100. Adam Shaheen will be the surprise. He'll probably grab a touchdown or 2. They're going to probably use him. Are the Bears going to rip Rodgers apart? I think so. I think the Bears are very determined on defense. I see Mack having 2 sacks, and Eddie Goldman having a sack, and Smith having half a sack, and another half sack will probably, let's say, Clinton Dix. Okay? Who's going to be the hero on the defense besides Mack? Okay, so I'm going to say Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson ruined Rodgers' plan last game, and he's a ball hawker. But don't be surprised, even if Clinton Dix has their revenge game against his old team, the Packers, and stick it to them. So let's say that happens. Okay, Rodgers, let's give him 2 touchdowns, an interception, and 1 touchdown for Rodgers, perhaps a rushing touchdown, but I doubt it with the Bears did so good. So let's say we win. Okay, let's say 28-10, Bears victory. That's my prediction. Okay, who's going to go on the horse trailer, being the player of the game? Let's be brave here. Let's give it to Trubisky. Rodgers is 35, man. I'm 39. I see Rodgers going down and Trubisky going up, and it's not me being as a Bears fan. It is logical, right? So Bears win. Okay, let me think about this. 30-12. Packers lose. Bears win. Bears win high. They go in the next game against the Broncos at Denver. So we'll see about that one. Those games are pretty difficult. So let's see. So yes, I goofed up on a video that I tried to make, and it just didn't work out. I will try to redo it for the Bears and Packers commercial. And I was trying to get parts of it and try to combine photos. It didn't work. So I don't know if I should delete it or not. So let me know what you guys think. Please like and subscribe. I'm a big Bears fan living here in South Florida. Yes, you do run into them. I've seen maybe a dozen Bear fans at the stores like at Walmart or Publix last year, maybe because they were proud. They wore the jerseys and all. I live in Port St. Lucie, right, which is smack between, Melbourne and West Palm Beach. We even have believe it or not, we have a Chicago restaurant here, which is, top of my head, Rosati's Pizza. We have it here towards the golf courses, where I used to live in the golf course community, which is called St. Lucie West. It's pretty good Italian beef. We also have a Chicago pizzeria in downtown Stewart, which is about 20 minutes away, and their specialty is the Chicago thin pizza. They also make a thick pizza too, the Italian beef and the hot dogs and the cheesecake, and it's very good. I think it's just as good, if not better, than Portillo's. Can I believe I just said that? But it is. And, being here in Florida, you deal with a bunch of crappy Dolphin fans and not many Bug fans, because I don't live in Tampa. Once in a while, I'll run into a Jaguars fan, but you run into a bunch of cocky Dolphin fans because they went 16-0 and perfect, and they beat the Bears in Monday Night Football in 1985. And you gotta remember, back then, the Bears did not have Jim McMahon, right? I remember I was a toddler when the game was, but what I could see, the Bears weren't 100% there, and they were pretty cocky. So maybe it was a good loss, because they pounded after that. They pounded other teams, and we'll see. We'll see how the Bears do this year. Do I see them in the playoffs? Yeah. Do I see them winning the Super Bowl? Yeah, I do. Do I see Trubisky as an MVP? Yes. I would see more of a Mahomes or Brady an MVP, but it's a possibility. Trubisky would be in the hunt of being an MVP candidate as a quarterback. But you know who I see as MVP and defensive MVP? Mack. Mack attack. Mack is going to do it. I honestly see him breaking the NFL sack record, season sack record. He's going to break Strahan sack record, which I believe is 22 or 23 and a half sacks. I could see it happen. You know, another player I could see who's doing pretty good for this year would be Leonard Floyd. He wants that new contract, right? He wants to be a Bear. He gained some weight, gained some muscle. I can see the pressure's not on him physically of being blocked. It's mostly on Mack, Smith, and Trevathan. He's going to get around. He's going to get a sack or two tomorrow night. So, don't be surprised he takes it to the house, too. He's very athletic like Mack. More like a safety, hybrid linebacker. So, we'll see how this goes, man. So, for all of you Bears fans and Chicago sports fan, bear down. Bears win. 30-14. That's my final prediction. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I was really nervous a couple days ago when I posted that video of Hurricane Doreen. I didn't know if we were going to lose power or not. So I'm grateful for that. Please, please pray for the people in the Bahamas. They're really suffering. And I know this is just a Chicago sports vlog, but also you got to understand the reality of it. Sports are going to be sports. When you talk about people's lives and everything, especially in countries that are developing, countries like the Bahamas, be grateful that you live here in the United States and that you're blessed to have a good job and everything. And if you can donate, please donate, like to the Red Cross or a valid, real foundation that takes money and will give it back to the Bahamian people. They really are suffering, and that's my tip of the day: is be grateful what you have. Don't be thinking what you don't have, and live for today, not for tomorrow. And be grateful. Look, as sports fans, we have seen Michael Jordan win 6 NBA championships. We've seen the White Sox and the Cubs win a World Series. We've seen the Bears win a Super Bowl and been in a Super Bowl. We've seen the Blackhawks win 3 Stanley Cup finals and took it pretty good. They were pretty good, and we've seen that. We've seen the Illini go to the NCAA championship. I think it was 2005 they did that. We've seen Loyola go to the Final Four. We've been very lucky as Chicago sports fans. And be grateful that we have that. Be grateful we saw the flipping Cubs win a World Series in the most craziest way. Up to their back, they won 3 games in a row with a tornado warning and win an extra innings at Cleveland in the most craziest outcomes. You can even write that in Hollywood, and they won. How about Devin Hester taking it to the house, although we lost the Super Bowl? No one's ever done it. Will ever do that. Do a kickoff run all the way for a touchdown, the first play of the game. We've seen Brian Urlacher's crazy game when he had 19 tackles and 2 sacks and 2 forced fumbles when he took over the Cardinals game back in 06. We've seen him intercepted the ball and took it for a touchdown against Rodgers and Favre. We've seen Favre get knocked out. Granted, we don't want no one to get hurt, but knocked him out as a Vikings quarterback. We've seen crazy things in Chicago sports history. We've seen the Fire win MLS championship a couple of times. We've seen even the Chicago Sky go to the WNBA finals and lose, unfortunately. We've seen the World Cup in Soldier Field back in 94. We'll probably see it again by 2020 or 2024, I believe. 2022, 2024. At least that's the rumor has it, that U.S., Canada, and Mexico will co-host the Men's World Cup. We've seen it. So be grateful what we've seen as Chicago sports fans. The city is beautiful. It's been redone. The suburbs are great. Why I don't live in Chicago? It's the flipping cold. I've lived in Florida for many years. I wouldn't go back to live there. Sorry. It's because of the cold. But I love Chicago. It's my home state. It's my home city. It's where I was born. So that's my video. It's a long video. So please bear with me. Please like and subscribe. Help me grow my channel. And bear down.